strong. Hello and welcome to Spotlight Makeup. Today we're going to be doing a cosplay makeup. What? Where? Why? I don't know. So we will be doing Pitch Black from Rise of the Guardians. I have a friend of mine who is going to be cosplaying as Pitch Black, and she wanted to have a really cool makeup, so I'm doing this tutorial. It's going to be a female version of Pitch Black, so if you're a man, just don't add the feminine parts. You'll figure it out. Or watch another tutorial. I'm not that good at what I do. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is probably Pitch Black's most noticeable characteristic. He has, I'm sorry, I'm looking at pictures over here, just so you don't think, you know, there's something really cool going on here that I'm just so distracted from. Naked nuns! The Russian circus! Tiny leprechauns! Free healthcare? For those of you who don't know what Pitch Black looks like, I'm gonna flash a picture right now.
Oh, hey, stop, bro.
No guarantee that any of this is gonna look good. One of the important parts of Pitch Black is you're gonna have to cover the eyebrows. So to do that, just check out my eyebrow covering video. I give you 3 different easy methods. I'm gonna put a link right here somewhere. Do you see this? Is there something there? Okay, click on it. I'll wait. You good? You good? Hopefully you pause this to watch that, or else you're like, wow, too many Amandas. Cover your eyebrows. Let's do that right now. There's something strangely erotic about a woman without eyebrows. So, here's what we're going to do. We are going to take more nose and scar wax, which is what's on our eyebrows. You'd know that if you watched my eyebrow video. Did you watch it? So we're gonna take more nose and scar wax. We're gonna roll it up like this. Okay. And you're going to apply it. Let me get close to the camera. You're going to apply it to the bridge of your nose, smush it down, and it should look like you have a little skin color caterpillar in the middle of your face. Hello, caterpillar. Smush it down with your fingers. By the way, I'd like to take this time right now to admit I don't do a first draft of these makeups. This is the first time I'm testing everything out, world. So if it doesn't look good, you probably should have watched another makeup tutorial. In all fairness though, I try my best to make tutorials that anybody can do, alright? So stick with me. I'm not one of these people who are like, take your number 6 brush and sweep it gently across your nasolabial folds and then fill in the details, and then you're just like, what? I didn't get past sponging your face. That's why I'm going to go slow for you people who, you know, it's gonna be okay. If you don't have a fancy schmancy spatula and your fingers aren't working, use the end of a spoon. I don't know, go crazy. Life is about improvising, so do it. What kind of a mess have I gotten into? Pro tip. If you're having trouble smoothing out this mishmash on your face, take makeup remover and just put some on your fingertips. Use that to smooth it gently, edge-free, no edges, you know, smoother than a Persian kitten's bumhole. Adding the nose might be a little hard, so if you don't want to do the eyebrows and the nose, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to. Alright, I know, this is just going the extra mile. If you feel like it's too difficult, don't worry about it. especially if you are a girl. It is in fact a feminine pitch black we are doing, a female version. So the nose itself and the brow bone is masculine. If you feel you can't do it, don't worry about it. Just cover your eyebrows and don't worry about putting the scar wax over them. If you just cover them and put paint over them, that should be fine as well. You can leave the nose feminine if you want. This is an optional, but this is a very huge characteristic of his, so I had to include it in the cosplay tutorial. I know what you're thinking. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Pitch black! What color is he? Strangely enough, not black. He is in fact gray. Lies. I feel lied to. Can I just say I'm having a hard time here because I really like to emote with my forehead, but I got stuff all over it, so I'm just like, ugh. Do yourself a favor, powder all of this stuff on your face so when you try to apply a cream makeup to it, you're not going to have the hardest time ever. All powdered. Is my nose shiny? I powdered it for you. So, take some gray cream makeup. I have Ben Nye Ghoul Gray. So, use that. Or use something else. I'm not getting paid by Ben Nye. I don't care what you use. You be you. You do you. Be the person you want to be. I have a makeup sponge, Ghoul Gray, putting it on my face. Now, in makeup, when we are doing a cosplay, we don't want to leave a mask. Now, what is a mask? A mask is if you were to fill in your face and nothing else. You are embodying the person. So bring the makeup down your neck. And if you got cleavage showing, you're gonna have some gray boobies, girl, okay? Paint it up. I also know what you're thinking. You might be thinking, Amanda, one of these is not enough. I promise you, a little bit of makeup goes a long way. If you really want to get two, which I did, because I don't trust my judgment most of the time, you can. Especially if you plan on doing your arms as well. I don't know how much of your body you're trying to paint. You might need a helper. Can you hire somebody for that? Probably. Excuse me while I fill my face up. I don't look very good. Fun fact, when you get to the actual scar wax on your face, take the sponge and just gently blot. Don't rub. You will be so mad at yourself if you rub your eyebrows and your nose. You're just gonna be like, no, all those years of hard work. Not years. You're gonna be bad. You're gonna be really mad. Also, it might help to take your finger, and that if you take your finger and you rub very gently, it might speed along the process and help smooth out your work too. So you can rub very gently with the finger because your finger will be able to feel, you know, the movement of the scar wax and you won't rip it off. The sponge though, just dab. Just dab. Dab will do you. Okay, if you are doing everything 100% correctly, you should start to look like a Star Trek monster. Also, once you put all this gray on your body, don't expect it to not rub off, okay? You better powder that, okay? Get that on lock, alright? So take some translucent powder and sponge. Put the powder on the sponge. Put the sponge on your body. Put it everywhere. Put it everywhere. And I hope you don't mind. I didn't do my ears. I didn't do the rest of my arms. You know, I'm just giving you guys an idea. I'm not gonna do everything, you know. I'm just gonna give you the general idea. The face is the money maker. That's what we're focusing on, guys, okay? Okay, so take the tiny little leprechaun hands and smack yourself in the face and the neck. Seriously? Be generous with that. And Once you powder, take your brush and swip, swip, swip the extra powder away. Swip, swip, swip. If you want to do a second layer, now is the time to do it. Okay, and we're back. Now, I know what you're thinking. Amanda, I've put on all this gray and I still don't look like pitch black. Well, silly, it's not that easy. If it was that easy, you wouldn't need the tutorial. We're going to take some Misty Violet from Ben Nye, and we're going to fill in a little bit of details. Now, Misty Violet is a glorified name for dark purple. So if you're having dark purple, you want to use that, because pitch black, he's not really just gray. He's a mixture of like gray and some blues and some purples a little bit. So I'm going to incorporate that in. I need you to make a fish face right now. Perfect. Now in the fish face, I want you to take your Misty Violet and sculpt the hollow of your cheeks, just like so. Go all the way from your ear here down through the hollow, but not quite to the edge of the mouth. Like right, you see when I do like the smile, right before it hits your nasolabial fold, which is what that is. The nose crease thing where you smile, that's called a nasolabial fold. Fun fact! What you're gonna do, you're just gonna smooth that down a little bit. You're gonna smooth it down. Just gonna smooth it down so the line's not that harsh. Alright, see that? And then we're gonna do that on the other side. Now, the other hollows we're going to be sculpting is the hollow of the eye. Now, if you can see it, just the light from above me is making the shadow you're going to need to make right underneath the eyebrow, and you're actually going to bring it down the nose. I have been using my fingers, but this is a little more intricate, so I'm going to use a brush. If you don't have a brush, you can buy a brush at CVS or Walmart for like a couple dollars, like a watercolor brush. You don't need my fancy schmancy Ben Nye paintbrushes. They want you to think you need them, but you don't really need them. Remember, this is the easy tutorial. Just keep telling yourself that over and over again. So you can take your pinky and do this, but I feel more comfortable with a brush. So I'm gonna take one. This one looks nice. And you're going to swip, swip, swip. Don't ever jam your brush in here. Just gently glide it across or else you're gonna ruin it. So just draw the outline that you want. It's gonna go right down in there and right underneath the eyebrow. Just draw that outline on each side. Just so. Do you see that? Okay. And then that outline is going to be the darkest part. So fill that line in. Don't be shy. Just don't press down too hard because you do have the scar wax on your face. So be gentle, like a little dove. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to take that line and we're going to bring it down. We're going to blend it down like that. Blend it down so it goes towards your eye. So blend, I'm sorry, it's tough to do this in the camera. Blend outwards like that. Do you see how that's looking more natural? I mean, you're gray, none of this is really natural, but you know, blend it out into the eye like so. Yes, child, see what you're doing? It's great. Do that. Give me 1 second, I'll catch up with you. All right, and feel free to also do a little bit by the temples. Just a little hollowing out. See how more definition that has? Just a little bit more definition. Okay, here's what you're gonna do next. Now that you've filled in the temples, the hollow of your cheekbones, and the hollows of your eyes quite nicely, you're going to, it's going to sound a little weird, you're going to paint your lips with the Misty Violet, ever so gently. So just put it on your lips. You can use your brush if you need to. Helps me stay inside the lines when I use the brush, so I'll do that. Once again, if you're on a budget, use your finger. Okay, now that you've painted your lips, we're going to powder the areas where you have fresh paint. Makeup is just layers of paint and powder and paint and powder. So eventually, when you're in the middle of a giant warehouse with a bunch of other people cosplaying, and there's vendors and other things, and I don't know where you're at, and you're sweating your butt off. Like it fell off from the sweat. And you do this, you're not going to hate yourself because you have layers. So you have the purplish lips. Now we're gonna do something a little weird. We're going to take the gray again and the makeup sponge. Get some gray on there. By the way, I just like to say that I've painted my whole face and my chest and parts of my shoulders, and I still have tons of gray left, like so much. So don't even worry about using it up. If you want to have a backup gray, you can, but I feel like this one will get the job done. Maybe by 2 if you want to do a dry run and one of these. Okay. I fly by the seat of my pants though, so take the sponge, the gray, squish your lips like you just had something really sour, and then like just dab over it, and you're gonna like get a really cool effect. Hold on. And that's the effect with your lips you get. It's like almost like they're really chapped, but you're getting the hints of the purple in there, but it fades out into the gray. So I like that because it's different than just using it as a lipstick. You have a nice textural effect for your makeup. So we've done the hollows, the lips. Now I know what you're thinking about right now. We're getting pretty close to normal pitch black. If you want to add some subtle highlights, you can. If you want to highlight, I recommend going in very lightly with a lighter gray. If you have to use a white, you can use a white. I only have the one gray. So just gently put it on your fingers, and you can dab the bridge of the nose. Now, very gently, or else it's just gonna look like lines of white. You want it to look almost like a highlight of the face. Just making certain body parts stand out that wouldn't normally on your face. Contouring really is what I'm doing. I'm looking at pitch black right now, and the contour almost makes like a T shape on the face. So I'm just gonna bring it up through the nose, the highlighting. This is optional, just saying. If you want to do like a bare bones basic pitch black, that's fine. I'm giving you all the options. You could take out what you want, take what you want from this tutorial. You don't have to use it all. Use what you feel comfortable with, and if you want to go farther, then go farther. Maybe just do simple parts this time. Maybe just do the gray and the shadowing this time. And then next time you could try the nose and you could try the highlights. You know, don't feel pressured. Makeup is something that takes practice, unfortunately. Do you think I was this good when I started? No, I was even worse than I am now. You know, believe it or not. Right, do you see the highlighting I did and how it makes certain body parts a little more prominent than others? That's what that would do for you. And powder, powder, powder over it before you go smudge it all up. It's looking pretty cool, right? Especially when I do this. I don't know why evil villains in movies always need to tilt their head forward and look up, just like. you know? It's creepy. Just like, I am pitch black. Is that his voice? That's not his voice. I might not have seen Rise of the Guardians. I'm sorry. I'm not perfect, internet. Here's where the feminine fun starts. We're gonna make pitch black feminine because the friend I'm doing this cosplay for wants female pitch black. She bought like this gorgeous black dress and you know, she's got this cool black necklace and whatnot. So let's girl it up, girlfriend. I'm putting all of my stage makeup away and I'm taking out this. My beauty makeup. Yes, girls, you're going to need to use beauty makeup. Just keep telling yourself that this is the easy tutorial. And be thrifty. If you're sitting there thinking like, ah, geez, I don't want to buy the Misty Violet Ben Nye has, which is $5, I think. I don't know. Just look in your makeup bag and see what you already have, okay? Just be like, oh, I happen to have a darker purple eyeshadow in my bag. What? Let's use that. You know, I'm here to help you. Help me help you. If you're on a budget, improvise. It's just magic. Okay, so pitch black. Not much black in this makeup, right? We're gonna put some in. All right. So I have some really cool black eyeshadow that just broke all over the place. Okay, so my black eyeshadow now has a little bit of blue in it because the blue eyeshadow next to it just exploded everywhere. So, but it's Maybelline New York Eye Studio, and it comes in a set of 4 different eyeshadows. It's so luxurious. So take the black eyeshadow and put on your makeup. Cover your eyelid, and we're almost gonna do like a cat eye, almost. So, oh, there goes the blue eyeshadow. Yeah, all over the tablecloth. So just put that on. One moment while I put on my black eyeshadow. All right, I don't know if you can see that eye. It's kind of did the whole eyelid and then fed it up into the shadow and then cat-eyed it out. I also went a little bit under the lid too. I'm going to do the same thing to this eye. Okay, as you can see, pitch black makeup done. Boom shakalaka. I just want to give you like a close-up so you can see just how awful I am. So don't feel bad if this doesn't go out, you know, the way you want it to. Mine usually doesn't. But, you know, at least you have an idea of what you want to do now. So let me just give you a close-up. Okay, you could see the lip work here, the faint purple cracks with the gray over, the hollowing of the cheeks, the temples, the eyes, the highlighting of the nose, the brows. I highlighted up at the top of the forehead, the cheeks I highlighted. I have the black eyeshadow going up into the Misty Violet cattailing, going to the bottom lid here in the corner. I put on eyeshadow just to like mid-pupil. Have on mascara. If you want to put on fake lashes, go for it. I got stuff to do. Some people don't like to have their eyelids glued shut, but it usually looks really nice even if you want to do it. See how like awful this is right now? That might happen, you know. It's scar wax, it dried out, you know. Smooth it out with your finger. If that happens, smooth it out. Just see how it's not smoothing out for me right now. That's just so great. But yeah, don't be afraid to just smooth it out, or you know, learn how to Photoshop. Touch it up every once in a while. Yeah, just smooth it out, buddy. See, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. I know, it's gonna be okay. I know this whole time you're watching the video and from far away you probably couldn't see how bad it was. And you were like, oh no, Amanda, oh, why is mine not turning out like yours? I promise, you're doing just as awful a job as me. No, I'm kidding. You're probably way better. You've outgrown me, in fact. You could probably start doing your own, very cheap-looking makeup tutorial soon. You'd be like, I don't know why I ever watched that girl anyway. She crazy. Thank you so much for watching Spotlight Makeup. Shout out to my friend Caitlin, who's going to be cosplaying as female Pitch Black. I'm sorry if I let you down. I tried. Anyway, thank you again for watching. I hope to see you again next time. Hit subscribe if you liked. Self-promotion! Self-promotion! Thanks again, guys, and have a great day. Bye-bye!